Yep, welcome back. Welcome back to a divine message here from the good old divine. Let's see what's going on. We're to see what wants to come through. We got a broken bench. The bench that I would always use. Some people broke it. Literally took off the bench off one side. They took off the bench off one side. Strong roots, a change beyond words. As I hear some laughing. So maybe someone, someone try to humiliate you. Someone try to rip a side of you. Rip off a part of you. They wanted to give you trauma. Okay? And I'm not, if that doesn't resonate with you, then not your message. Fire and fire, justice. Okay. Could be a fire sign. I can help. A fire sign can help. Let go of this narcissist. Love your family. Dream couple. It's done. Live. You need me, I need you too. Okay. Feeling ISIS energy. All right. So Spirit is saying for the most part, you're chilling. For the most part, you're chilling. There's really there's one narcissist that's bothering you. It's as good as it seems. Blessed. Too many angels and spirit guides to count. And I feel like whoever this narcissist is, they don't actually have any impact on you at all, or have no way to affect you. It's just a matter of you letting it go. Yeah. Okay. So this could have been someone who screwed you, who broke your bench. And now we're just talking about it. You don't take it personally. You'll put it in the background. All right. And there was like a whole ton of beer, a lot of beer cans, a lot of like fireworks, party stuff. There's party stuff left behind here. So this could have been at a party, or this could have been partiers. Yeah, these are partiers. Nothing against partying, but these people put partying as the priority of life. And when they see someone who's not willing to be like that, it makes them uncomfortable. It threatens them, especially when you call them out directly. It's like partiers have a lot of rules. It's funny. They contradict themselves. They commit themselves to partying, and it ends up being a trap. It ends up being rugged. It's like they so desperately wanted to leave rigidity that they made their whole life rigid. They left no room for self. They left no room for silence. Silence makes them uncomfortable. And from the beginning, you've been real tight with silence. You've always seen beyond the party. There's a lot of people who give their life to partying. Comedy as well. Comedy could be a trap. Trap yourself into being funny. And then now you don't know how to express yourself. You feel uncomfortable to just talk. You don't know who you are because you've built this funny persona. You want to be funny. But what if you don't want to be? What if you don't want to be funny? What if you're having fun being serious? What if you enjoy some pain? What if you enjoy some hardship? What if you enjoy being a rock star? It's as good as it seems. Okay. Temperance. Okay. Okay, Spirit is emphasizing a fire sign connection, fire and fire. What's that about, Spirit? The High Priestess. Okay. So they try to take away your party self. They try to guilt your party self. Everybody if you party, sometimes you do crazy stuff, right? And they try to take your craziness out of proportion. It's like, oh, got you. And Spirit is saying all that was them revealing their pettiness. All that was them being petty. The time goes on. Time goes on. So I'm feeling like it did affect you because we're talking about it. And this bench right here is telling me about it. So the bench is still here. The bench is still thriving. The bench is actually being talked about now. The bench is being shown in front of thousands of people right now. Now it has awesome caution tape on it. Now it's rock and roll. Now the bench is rock and roll. So they ruined their life trying to ruin you. And it was the necessary hardship for your life to become who you are. Death. Death. Death both ways. Death both ways. and the high priestess. You didn't know you wanted to be the high priestess back then. There was no way of Spirit telling you what you're capable of. If you guys could hear that, they're talking about like texting. They're talking about like who's gonna make the first move. You were worried about stuff that didn't matter. You were talking about stuff that didn't matter. You didn't know your actual role. And Spirit slapped you in the face. Spirit slapped your old ego in the face. In a way that only you could feel it. It's like Spirit stripped you naked. You had to see yourself clearly. And it was probably intense. You had to see who you're here to support. You had to see who's really on your side. You have to see who's hiding their cards, who's playing in your energy. Sometimes the people who hurt us physically aren't really the real enemies. If they hurt us on a surface level way, it's probably more justifiable than the ones who are hurting us in a secretive way. Nine of Pentacles. People who are hurting us for no reason. Okay, so Spirit is saying, throughout all of this journey, you've been in the Nine of Pentacles. You've really been chilling the entire time. Like, the entire time you've had a perspective where, oh wow, I am heavily protected. I am heavily guided. I have too many angels and spirit guides to count. You've never been like, God, this is too much. At the end of the day, you were able to thank God throughout this entire journey. And that is true abundance. That is true abundance. If you could thank God at the end of every day. It doesn't matter if you hated what you just went through. If you thank God, you have an awareness. You have the awareness of the bigger picture. It's God letting you know the bigger picture. Okay, so when God punched you in the face, when the Spirit punched you in the face, it wasn't, Spirit didn't attack your soul. They attacked your ego. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands, the Emperor. Two of Wands. Spirit wanted to point out your pride. You had a false pride beyond what meets the eye. It was over competitive, maybe. Over competitive to be the best lover, even. To be the most epic liver, the most epic romantic. You had to get over yourself. And how did God do that? By letting you fail. Letting you make mistakes. Letting you see that sometimes it's not about how much you can do. Sometimes it's not about how much you can say. And once you get over that, you could tap into what you're meant to say. God wanted you not to shut up, but to speak. To speak to the right ones. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You had to cut people off. You had to take risky paths. Most of this work is done alone. That's the truth. All right. So I'll leave it there. I'll see you again. God bless you. Bye.